Nasi. No, akwaba. Bibia boko de.
Bibia boko.
Aha. Etu join your Facebook no so Rainbow Radio 87.5. Now for comment be out there toward them. I feel WhatsApp line is here 0500 875 now if you know the WhatsApp message aba na makenka ma wo question bi abusa na abusa de bia me the guest ba say ya me ka say nipa no oye potential president no te ho no wan busa na say ochina order sorry after 2024 election no we ni a you say I had the opportunity say me busa na question we but me busa enti no ye ka Dr. Sam Ankrah ya te udin from the grapevine now if you follow your monitor interviews say Oba as an independent presidential candidate aba be Ghana anim why no Dr. Sam Ankrah ane nani swadi ho a wo pese wo ba na afi no obedi Ghana anim so mampani
Meda Seminia Dr. Sam Ankrah businessman Apotomukasa economist.
Okay.
I'm an investment banker, a businessman, an entrepreneur.
Inti e basi kasem ne ntoto ye ne hu nimde de awo pa.
Me wo pa nyame adom.
Ya. Wa wedarim wa binimu. Ya kaso. Wa wedarim pa. Ene ye enkomo na be ye de pa because it's ade ba ko a ha Ghana for. And NDC chairman kra Aziedu Nketi aka say 2024 about one ade ba ko be take the center stage the economy any economic issues arising out of that enti ye be di san common enti mpacho ye nto aso
me das many I am so kind of asempa situations like this no call for exceptional leadership with requisite skills now as a nation we've reached a critical point everything is at stake in this election. Our economy, our education, our healthcare. I mean, there's nothing that we can take out. Until we've gotten to this very crucial point, we need to look for exceptional leader with requisite skills that requires us, it may help us to navigate through these muddy waters. Yeah, and him say, NDC, MPP for there have been a lot of promises, and yet it drew execution. The same cycle has been going on for the past 30 years. Your fourth republic. I mean, we realize here immediately after elections, just 6-4 months after, Ghanaians will be making noise. Yenya brain na ye kasa. Situation and election eba change, you know. Afi esa getting worse. Na yenya brain na ye didi ye be kasa sa even party faithfuls as you can see. Omoba omosio ye party granya there. We say a whole lot of things. But then towards elections we still recall back to our identity. NDC MPP. For how long are we going to continue this? It's about time I say as people. Near introspective analysis. Say, JNT and Amayamai, Yedia Bambia Baswa, what they say they can't do, and it's taking our nation back. A common DNA. Our financial situation is in a mess. Our kids can't get education. She said, our infrastructure is in a horrible state. The country needs help. And yet the change of leadership that we've had over the years had not been able to achieve that. What are the causes? And you look at the causes, you realize that the political structure itself, the economic models itself, it's not speaking to our Ghanaian or African experience. Yeah, interested we person obey a parliamentarian candidate.
Yeah.
Otia be 50,000 Ghana cedis per delegate. Nani pakrono by the time over winning elections, no. Now we're getting into the seats. First 3 years, we're finding how to when you're the seeker back with interest. The other years here elections. So you usher in effect. These people are not there to work for Ghanaians. You need people because the system is such that it does not the odds are stacked against our politicians. Our head of states come there and they are liable to other people, they are incumbent into decision making cross ID. Into how do we look into this situation and solve the problem? And into that, Mr. Original say, hey, if this is the problem there, then we need somebody that will come and disrupt the entire system, break down the system, and rebuild something that is very necessary for this country. So yeah, yes, sir. I mean, yeah, the world around us is changing. Our systems remain the same. Na ya sesa na yeti hu sa pe ye kroi enkoyi. The be hwe bia no be akosi the same thing. Until let's start seriously looking at how we can resolve this issue and how we can have leadership that have the requisite skills in times like this to be able to move the country into prosperity. And this is what Sam Ankrah stands for.
Okay.
And this is what I am fighting to bring to this nation.
Okay. What allude to the political duopoly ewo Ghana hanamo, and you are hoping say 2024 you bet me a breaky system ye. What will be at stake if you don't?
So the medical care, you know, everything is at stake. Our healthcare, our education, our economy, our employment. Look,
it means that we are going to lose a lot.
We are going to lose a lot, and now this is the time. We may not get this opportunity again. Like I became earlier, no, systems be running to a point where dysfunctional. At the moment, the systems we have are dysfunctional. They are not working anymore. The world around us is developing. The world around us is changing. And to see a saying as the same old MPP, NDC, and yes, we would not see development in our country. We will not see progress. What we are looking for, no say, economy no be koso na all these things would require us to make a very serious decision in these elections. Inti ubisamia, everything is at stake in these elections. Okay. Everything.
Okay. You have your background. I said a wow kind of investment banker, economists, and all that. Do you think it's a background on our free air ban? Wow in this course, and I say a bit me I work here.
And on here, say, we need an expert to run this country.
Okay.
This is not a time for politics as usual. Emrena na politics, no na propaganda ne aditendidieno echem. We need to be serious as a country. Ushe Singapore, a country that does not have a fraction of the resources we have. And look at the development. Look, they had to start from places like this. They had nothing. Onya ensure crown no import it into their country. And yet they have an economy of 450 billion. Yet they are with all the resources, gold, diamond, bauxite, kaolin, manganese, everything is only about 70 billion. Until we have a challenge. Until we need an expert or track record who has done something that is tangible and you can say, to come our expert on the field we are looking for to run. In my business, I'm responsible to my shareholders.
Okay.
The Ghanaian people are the shareholders. You need a leadership that would be responsible and accountable to make sure, say, the executive authority, is giving them what they desire as shareholders. So you have to satisfy your shareholders. Sustainability. Look at our country. Aban bakuba oye we no ejesio. Yeah. We bakuba no oye no ejesio. Eka,
especially in the area of housing.
Absolutely. Saglami 200 million is in room and there's no continuity. There's no sustainability. IMF by that was a major problem. Because our leadership style does not suit this. Any business, anyone with business acumen or economic background will not take over a country and leave a project like Saglami to be sitting in the bush. Or leave a hospital to a fodder in the bush. But it's both sides. NDC, MPP do the same thing. And it's about time Ghanaians see, say, look, we need selfless people. We need professionals who have the skills and the know-how to lift this country from where we are. And yes, idea onyana Mr. Mekano. You better try to near round in circles. Musical chairs on the fact now we're just your with sense of entitlement. They are not responsible for anybody. They come, they look for themselves and their immediate families. This status quo cannot continue. Ghanaians has to now start thinking critically and think outside the box. And like I said, it's only an insane person that keeps doing the same thing and expecting a change. If we keep doing the same old thing and expecting a change, it won't happen.
Yes.
Let's start doing things differently.
Okay. Since I would declare our intention so far, how has the reception been? Those around you, Waprobomu, Ghana for, Omu receive you say?
The response has been tremendous. Obia Ananebeka Sebia Etis Enim said, this is the problem we are having. But why don't we cause a change? This is the time. Now is the time. Inti sa response now for this Shiamino independent candidates. I think that this is the time we need to think outside the box. This is the time we need to have somebody new. This is the time we need to bring a creative, innovative, results-oriented people to come and run the country. This is the time we need professionals in the helms of affairs. And we may not get this time again. Now is the time. So I am pleading to my fellow Ghanaians. Say, hey, enough is enough. We're sick and tired of the NDC, MPP, neo-colonial rule. Let's call for a second independence. Let's rebuild our country. Let's lay the blocks and the foundation for the future. Let's build for our youth behind us and the generation unborn and yet to come. Or else posterity will judge us very harshly as people.
Okay. So, Obika said, dog. Sisi ya usu bedi Ghana nimu. But Ghana how pa sonyan ebia emumiense di kan. Ene kwan ya oba faso attack no a. Dia na nka abeka kire say nipa.
Number one, corruption.
Corruption is the first thing marketing.
Onya, corruption edidia fireman nyina, and the reason why there's huge corruption is the size of government.
Okay.
Abayne too much. UK, a population of 65 million people, has only about 300,000 government workers. Ghana, 31 million. We have almost about 800,000 Ghanaian government workers. The government size is too big, and that is what is causing so much corruption in the system. So we'll have to cut down our budget on government size drastically. And we are proposing we are going to use 20 ministers, and then we'll talk about that. 20 ministers, not 125 or 150 ministers.
20.
We are going to decentralize government because efficiency is as a result of using little resources to get maximum results.
Okay.
We are having too many people paying so much wages, causing so much corruption. So government size needs to be cut drastically. Look at government corporations at Idle, White Elephant. Have you heard it before? Uko capital markets go and borrow money to come and pay recurrent expenditures, including salaries of workers, in something like a refinery.
So we have a CEO of Tor when Tor is not working.
Exactly. A refinery. Which refinery in the world run at a loss? So we offload all these government white elephants, I'll say, entities are and producing BBR to the private sector. You have a creative enabling environment. Business will thrive. I don't have to know you to establish business. Says whom you know. There's no meritocracy in the system. We want to build a system where he doesn't have to know anyone, but the environment is enabling enough. It me allow and I'm not using creativity and innovation to do things. This is what the country needs. Government can't do all. Government can't be a center of everything. Government just have to be administrative and be less in their bureaucratic processes. Create the environment, not private sector, not thriving. Until most of these entities are white elephants sitting there idle will be offloaded to the private sector.
Okay, so that is corruption.
Corruption, size of government.
Okay,
and also offloading the private, entities that are not producing to the private sector. So these are critical areas because This is what builds the economy. And we also have to understand, say, Unia, and yet just economic change that would move this country into a different level.
Okay.
There has to be rule of law. Yemrano SAA Juma. People have to fear when they do things wrong, they'll be punished. The system has to work. Until rule of law too is there. Efficient government systems. What tries to register a piece of land there? Akwaba Ubecha, you have to follow from one desk to the other. This is not how system works. Esa would call you see 2 weeks. And part 2 is a real that I'll post him.
Now per birth certificate to Ghana.
Birth certificate, passport, drive. Listen, these systems are not working. There's no efficient systems, and these are all breeding corruption. Until we are saying, sir, these are basic things that if any serious government puts in place, it turns the country around. Let's look at our brothers, Rwanda. They don't have much resources. But because of the efficient government systems, every foreign investor wants to go there and invest money. Every foreign investor, you know, says, oh, Miko Rwanda. Why should even they compare Rwanda to a country like Ghana? Because the system works. Police are stopping you. You have your everything right. Insurance, everything. Driving license. And so now we're in because we are driving. With my waste times and hours. Meanwhile, taxi driver be about the free car number cry. It's not supposed to be on the road. Oja tells it is still one. Is it the country that you want to run? No. This country needs to work. Onya. Yeah, but it has to move from just complaining into action. And to see Ghana for so one take opportunity 2024. Now one change things that shut up for the rest. Don't even talk again because you are not ready for change. Yema ye kasana and move it to the electoral ballot box. Now you're voting for the right person to come and help move this country to where it belongs.
Okay.
Because MYA.
Nice one. Mene Dr. Sam Ankrah ana etwetwe enkomo doc eyi ne ho se Ghana for munya ne mugidi ne arehwemu na 2024 monto aba emfa emano wo message bia de mano a send ye WhatsApp message abra 0500 875 875 0500 875 875 question bia wo no mebusa edi amount ene anopay Namal Estate and Constructions Limited e wonsa so amasama dodo waka so teacher mante den chira kotoku fanchene kotwopoli ene afienya na ma se oto asase o yan krata nyina de account de amount na nsase ni da yie a nsuo ni nkane a ewo so dada yare nti koto asase ogusu ye ni promotion no ato asase a ocho blocks and cement de account ho Namal Estate and Constructions Limited wo amasamai Abiase Junction oni Ebenezer Block Factory no na edin hwe ani mu frɛ 020 50 51 525 020 50 51 525 and 059 86 53 999 Kaise Dreams Fertility Clinic there awon ho adwuma no ye ade ma won man obe solve ma won beba bema e bia low sperm count sexual dysfunction erectile problems impotence obe solve sa problem nyina ma awon beba oba nso fallopian tube ni bi ma block e bia na fibroid bi cyst bi PCOS bi na etete wo o solve ma wa awon beba or the appointment and ye adwuma enti frɛ numbers mu bia na book appointment na also kwaji wa yare sa 0597 225 389 0597 225 389 and 0597 225 388 ANS Trading Agency omoye door to door to Ghana from UK, Europe, Asia, China and other Asian countries in India, or your door to door free ho at the back Ghana, any other African countries. And indeed, Utiana on your be an episode about Ghana through door to door. Me pacho contact the ANS Trading Agency for one of the Bebam, Omo Bono de Ewa from Pa. 3 to 4 weeks in a bedroom, yeah, air freight and so, and into 3 to 4 working days. Who will be beer or say bedroom Ghana and Tama, everybody bedroom the Hama. UK, office no West Croydon, Frey, plus 447 90 80 27527 plus 447 90 80 27527 and afi Ghana ye 0249 170 423 nanu omu eni enkomo. Hey, of all the issues our papa yaka ho asem, is this what you want to know? Ekpe. Or say hello, my name is Ekpe. Please, I want to know his age. Ni issue no.
Well,
the issue with you, no.
If I catch a face, I'm voting mommy because I'm going to be the youngest president in our history.
Okay. So this is 40 years and above.
40 years and above.
It means that you are above 40.
Yes, I'm above 40.
Okay. You are above 40. Enti ekpe mepacho oye above 40. Wate. Aha. Good morning, Kwabna. Please ask him. He will not be the first person with economic background to lead Ghana. We've had other economists, yet our economy remains as it is. What different thing does he have? It should be to bring on board.
Expertise is one thing.
Yes.
Having qualifications is another thing.
Okay.
In my thoughts, in my books, having the paper qualification is about 20%.
Okay.
But having the real experience on the field is 80%. I'm coming on the table with real experience. I have done it over the years. And see, that is the number one, what do you call it? Number one, attitude his answer. Number two, medical can say, before Crown Sana, your leaders see, getting into leadership role. Now they've incumbent themselves. Even opposition borrow money. They say it is a policy be affecting certain businesses and I say they can't do. Their hands are tied. No crown no waka. Uko show many eyeball as be someone. They will tell you. In most cases, they can't make the right decisions. Not because they don't know the right thing to do, but it's because they are tied. Until I make us say this political system we have, these structures we have, if we don't take the pain and change it now, we will have to, it will cost us a lot more pain if we have to do it in future. Until now is the time for Ghana to realize that if we are looking for progress and development, if we are looking for better standard of living, then we need to change our style of governance. We need to break down our systems and create systems that speak to our Ghanaian experience.
Okay. Abolo say, I want to know the constituency. I want to know his constituency, his region. Who is his national women organizer? Who is his national organizer? Who is his national communication officer? Does he have a constituency coordinators and all that? So typically he's coming from a political system background where you have to have all these.
You see, that's a challenge we have. Although we are not a political party, we have structures from every police station in the country. Yeah, be a building from every police station. Because if you don't have the grassroots, you can't be a president. So on you can see. Yeah, catch and say, yeah, building from every police station in the country. You better launch a campaign on the 21st of September.
Okay.
A lot of things are going to be said. We are bringing out radical policies that will change this country once and for all.
Okay.
And see, on your rest assured, say we have all this not in the name of the contest at all, but we are building forces and presence from every polling station in the country to win the elections 2024.
Okay. So few messages. Then we will come to your 20 ministers now who propose you. Rashid say the presidential election is not an easy ride. It's costly. How is he going to fund his campaign?
Very good question. Very good question. I will say Rashid baby so munina. I can't. I'm an investment banker.
Radio.
Now, Usha, the key aspect of an investment banking is raising capital, raising money. It's in my domain. We have different models to raise money, from crowdfunding to donations online to even social impact funds. Rashid, rest assured, the leader you are bringing in is not somebody who is going to see rich men and big men to take their money so that when he comes, he has to serve their interest. I am using my creative, innovative know-how to raise money to take over the country unencumbered so that I will make decisions that would benefit Ghanaians, policies that would hurt but will be beneficial to the people.
Rashid adds, as an independent candidate, if he wins the elections, he will have to appoint the majority of his ministers from parliament. Does he intend to appoint competent persons who will not end up sabotaging his government?
Excellent. Rashid, you chrome one major problem is ministers because of party affiliation and what somebody has done over the years. It is all appointing as a minister. They come in there and they are also feeling entitled. In my case, I have the right to appoint and disappoint, to hire and fire. At any time, the ministers are going to work with KPIs. If they underperform, they are gone because I'm not responsible to them. They are not part of my political party who I've worked with and I owe them favors. It's purely for Ghana. Everything they are doing has to be Ghana first. It is if Ghana is not benefiting for the person's input, it gives us the opportunity to have the whole country as our, pool of talents to choose from, instead of political colors or symbols. Good people that want to serve the nation cannot, because they don't want to join either MPP or NDC. Until let's give chance for the right caliber of people to come in and run the country once and for all.
Now to your 20 ministers. How are you going to do that?
Well, 21st of September, we are going to outlay exactly how we want to execute and run this country. Like I said,
20 ministers.
20 ministers. Listen.
Will it include the regional ministers?
Well, no, but the regions are going to operate. Like I said, we are going to decentralize government. Okay. So that is separate from that. But I'm talking about ministers who are going to run the nation.
Okay.
It's 20 ministers.
Okay.
And we will tell which ministries we are going to create and how that is going to impact the economy, the savings, and where the savings are going to go. Nina will be unleashed out. We are in to save the nation. We are not here to serve our interests or purposes. Enough of those things. Enough is enough. It's time for us to have a second independence away from this neo-colonial NDC MPP that comes in and look after themselves and their immediate families. Ghanaians need better.
Okay.
Ghanaians are tired.
Oboda, I said, do you believe in free education and whether it should be run in a wholesale approach or a targeted approach?
Thank you, Oboda. I believe in free education. However, a free education cannot be a wholesale, even for an economy like Ghana. It's not possible. Onya, it has to be means tested.
Rainbow Radio.
We need to know, say, people that have the means to pay have to pay. Those that don't have then have to pay. Besides, there's nowhere in the world I become boarding school for free. And we need to create community schools, day schools, high quality standard of schools in community, every community. Our community members can go for free. Not government schools, In fact, I'm even calling for privatization of the main government schools like Pokwari School, Prempeh College, Adisada. All these give the missions, the old students, the right to buy into the schools to run it properly. Because education is so crucial to the development of this nation. If we don't raise the standard of education in this country, our quest for serious development and advancement will not be met. So let's concentrate on our education, high quality education. And again, our curriculum needs to be overhauled. Our infrastructure needs to be rebuilt. How can you give free when all these things are not in place? Our constitution says a free basic education. Are we giving free basic education? No. Recently, there was a statistics that came out. 900,000 young people from KG. Only 600,000 were able to go to primary school. Where are the 300,000? Why are these not free? So we need to critically look at our education system and see where to plug the holes. But just giving a wholesale free education at the middle of nowhere is yielding no returns.
What is wrong with our current economy?
Like I said earlier, we are spending what we earn. Na nipa biya which 1,000 cedis a month. Now say who spend it 2,000 cedis a month. They be odeka.
I say we are spending more than we earn.
We are spending more than we earn. And we are not creative enough to be able to get extra streams of income as a country. We are importing everything. Tomatoes, toothpick, onions. Come on. We are not building an economy that sustains itself. We are relying on external support. These are things that needs to stop. Onia, obi company timi ko nrem no ko twa timber. Then it passed through these high investment roads, destroying the roads. You go and ship this timber through the ports and export it. Then you import back more than 3,000% of the cost. Is it how to run an economy? Are you actually run an economy? These are the remnants of colonialism. We need to create economic models that speak to our African experience. We need to process our raw materials. Everything just leaves the shores like that. Everything is imported into the country. Echina obi coffee outside, and we are suffering. Yes, the Ukraine war. Yes, everything is because we don't have the fundamentals.
Now Niger.
Yetimi ko borrow money from the capital market to come and sustain our city because we want to import. Why all this? Yakobo Sian they sustain your city. This is not prudent.
Okay.
We can't keep doing it. It's waste money. And let's create systems. Let's create models, economic models that will speak to our experience, that will create jobs, that would benefit the youth. I talk to the youth all the time. I've been going around the nation. Chief, it's frightening. We have layers of backlogs of students, graduates at home with no employment. What is a youth policy? How are we going to get them into employment? Have we looked into all these things, or are we just sitting down as a time bomb for it to blast on us? This 2024 elections is everything to Ghanaians. It means everything to us.
Yeah.
If we really want to stop this, let's make a decision and change the status quo once and for all, so that Ghana will see the glory one more time.
Good morning, sir. I have listened to you this morning vividly. Your perception and ideas are just splendid. I will be happy to help in your party and help achieve your mandate. How quickly can I meet you? I am a Chinese trained, so I have just exact what you want to do. Okay. I'm finding Ankrah. Last number is 701. And over to you. See, he's a Chinese trained and want to be part of your team. My name is Yawasari from Kwabenya ACP. I want to tell our leaders it's not too late to fix Ghana. The truth is around the table and they are going round of it. Okay. So they are banning. Say na Dr. Yekan. I am Mario. Please, can you ask our aspirant that all what he is saying, is it new to Ghanaians? And he should know our current leaders have said this and more, but yet we are still here struggling. Mario, I don't know if you've been listening to the conversation. There's one thing saying and another thing doing. And if you keep recruiting or voting for people who will do the saying and not those with the doing, then you keep talking the same way you are talking. Look, in business, you can't just talk. At the end of the day, it's your bank balance. So now you have overhead, salaries to pay, and all this there. Now say productivity is not enough to pay. You know, say talking will not take you there. But in politics, anybody can talk his way anywhere. And this has been the problem. We are giving the jobs to people that are just talking, who don't have the know-how, and we're expecting miracles. It will not work like that. The Brits has a saying, or say, if you cannot bend it, you can't break it. If people can't bend it, they can't break it. Let's be wise. Okay. Let's start looking seriously into our selection process, or else we'll keep complaining with no results. Okay. Have you for properties? I want to ask you, new Winiba, I would to breku. Ana febi wa Kaswa J River papa se amasamai hobo Shy Hills A and B. Na the one year new win about you and what 10,000 12 months. A year 15,000 and a 6 month year 12,000. Autu brekuchu 12,000 6 month 15 1 year 18. Ana Kaswa papa se any hobo nyina 30,000 6 month 35 1 year 40. Kaswa J River 40,000 6 months 45,000 ene de aka ensuo ne nkania wo hono dada site ne kama pa a chese wokoto bia bebo no se de be na bon sasase no mo ade amanso ni hu nto ma ye 14 se wo bi so dada enti modern designs pa na ode aye 14 enti wokono ani je ho a udam hafifo property se wo Kaswa ne bodua se kwantempo no so ne melcom no na edi nhwe ani mu frɛ 059 7714 596 059 7714 596 and 026 123 770 026 123 5770 nane hafifo eni nkomo anope nanado scientific eba clinic tons afro so de no blood pressure no was malaria fibro diabetes stomach ulcer typhoid sasaboro tete skin disease batch ani kire ho no mo tema new town abonko ya lab trying scan bibia ye kama ewo ho no mo power nanado scientific eba free 0246 55 3822 0246 55 3822 and I say 0245 083865. Dabs Connect say opese wutu kwan na onkrata ni hihye yie na bibia ye kama ma dia ko Google Play Store sisi ya download the Dabs Connect mobile app no eboa minimize errors no to less than 1%. Validate your data and your paperwork no ma u submit for visa na ye the mountain pa ya nti download the Dabs Connect sisi ya Google Play Store hurry up ko download kai said Dabs Connect no DAPSCNECT sani ya shorten no fre 0509 319 339 0509 319 339 nane Dabs Connect ni nkomo ene a no pay yi ebeboa wankasa Adum City Estate 2 to 4 bedroom houses Tema Community 25 ene Kaswa a Walton edeye esisiye pa Tema Community 25 or say 20 minutes drive from Kuruka International Airport na fi wedru hono ntifu ani kire Adum City Estate ne a no pay na onso ekwaje wodan ebra wo be call retirement na pay bibidi eja inchirimen Adum City Estate 0501 289066 0501 289066 and 0508 676545 nane Adum City Enchechen Komo. Obi Busa question. Please ask him how an individual Ghanaian is going to benefit from our mineral resources after paying all the taxes. Michael from Kwashimai and send a message at the Brayane Anopay. Messages kakre wohono. Ma minkin kana shishan and some nephew we are a fee kanina boom mame amalgamation. The Constitution of Ghana has pointed out that we need just 19 cabinet ministers, yet our government have appointed more than 50 ministers. Is it possible to work with only 19 cabinet ministers and place a cap on the number of ministers appointed? Into these two questions for boom maye na fi wia yens how many up na nunduabo.
Okay. Onia obisa a question about our natural resources. But we have an example. After Second World War, a country like Norway was a very, very poor country. Normally, you're just fishermen and farmers. They had nothing. Very poor country until they found oil. And Norway is one of the world's richest countries. Adentia. Until they found oil. Omo finding oil no mo catch America for Britain no mo hold the big companies and they say yeah resources see yeah for mamo me my royalties ye pese mo ba na mo be train ye Ankrah na mo my scale no na ye start exploration all the way to production na say ye ton oil na sika na ebenya no e dey tua mo ka for the training. Sad decision in Norway are not just exporting the oil, they are exporting technology. But be our oil fields, be our serious-minded people doing serious things, Norwegians. Their country is one of the richest countries in the world. Why? Because it took a leader to understand they have to create systems that speak to their experience at that time. Argentina is the same thing. What is stopping us? Self-interest, lack of selflessness, creativity, innovation. This is what is costing us. And see, we have all these resources and yet our people are not benefiting. I am saying to Ghanaians, if I'm given the opportunity, we are going to start enjoying what we have as a country. The resources belong to our people and we have to use to enrich our people and not other people. Okay. Similar to what Norway did and turn their economy around. Mm-hmm. We can do it. Okay. Saudi Arabia did the same thing. Mm-hmm. Even Dubai, UAE, look at how developed the nation is. Oil the same size as what Ghana found, and yet their countries are far advanced. Why are we not doing the same thing? Okay. Because our leadership style, our political structures are not favoring selfless leadership. Okay. It's creating people that comes in to enrich themselves and their families and not doing things to suit or to benefit Ghanaians. Okay. So that is how we'll tackle that. Okay. On the 19 cabinet, I mean, he's perfectly right. Okay. We don't need all these things. But again, you go back to the same thing. So many people help, so much money is pumped into, and you have to support everyone. Recently, I was reading an article, some content on YouTube. Even our ministerial appointments are bought by rich men. When campaign is going, they come to you, oh, Jessica, when you win, make my son or daughter a minister. Yeah. How far can we go with this? Okay. Let's be serious as a country. Let's stop the talking and do the work itself. Okay. Because if we don't stop the talking and do the doing, we will be complaining every day and will not get results. Okay. I have come in here, I've outlined exactly what the problems are. It's up to Ghanaians. If we really want this change, we have 2024 and we can't afford to fail. Dr.
Sam Ankrah, Ananopo Beka Yehona Yedi and Komo. Aha Rainbow Radio International 92.4 London 87.5 Ghana. 2020 campaign launch in here.
21st September.
21st September.
And you better launch it fully into action. Okay.
About course of Anna Munya and settle on the venue.
We better announce all the information very shortly.
No problem. September, yeah, campaign launch in here. But all things being equal. Yamiyadma 2024 of Joe ballot presidential ballot paper now contour. Ubehu the face of Dr. Sam Ankrah. Dog, we wish you all the best.
I hope so. Tell me there.
Yes, we wish you all the best. I've always said we need a third force. It can be a political party or it can be an independent candidate. Obebwa abreki this duopoly junction amayen na development aye peno yen saka Philomena kuntu blanks in the shishe jumedi na yede ebre wo yes also na gospel light abana fe mid morning show no abetwa so ede ama midine kwabena e Japan aye Rainbow Radio International. Good morning.
Welcome to Adom City Estate, where comfort, quality, affordability, and convenience come to play.